Yes, students. So today's topic of discussion is the poem Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. But before we start reading the poem, here is something that I want you to think upon. See these beautiful pictures? So do you admire these things of beauty? When you see the flowers blooming, a butterfly sitting on the flowers, the snow pearls or the drop of the water droplets on leaves or grass, or seeing a rainbow, how you feel. I want you to express your views. आपको कैसा महसूस होता है जब आप खिले हुए फूल देखते हो, तितलियों को देखते हो, रेनबो देखते हो, और इट कुड बी एनीथिंग. जब भी आप किसी ब्यूटीफुल चीजों को देखते हो, कैसा महसूस करते हो? सो लेट मी हियर फ्रॉम यू.
अच्छा लगता है, फीलिंग होता है कि ऐसा भी कुछ लगता है।
पार्डन बेटा, आपकी आवाज मुझे नहीं सुनाई दी है क्लियरली. इफ यू कैन प्लीज रिपीट इट व्हाट यू हैव सेड.
बहुत अच्छा लगता है और मतलब ऐसा लगता है कि नेचर इतना ब्यूटीफुल है और हम उसे डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं और हमें यकीन नहीं होता कि इतना अच्छा भी अभी भी है।
Your voice is not audible clearly. Can you type it what you have said right now? Yes, खुशी, type it there because आपकी आवाज बिल्कुल मुझे सुनाई नहीं दी है. माधव, please unmute and share your views. आप क्या कहना चाहोगे? When you see the beauties of nature, how you feel? You can enter your views in the chat box even if you don't want to express it openly. You can write your views. I can just read it from there. Nature is beautiful. We feel light. Wonderful thinking, beta Khushi. Thank you for writing it there. So Khushi has written that she finds that how nature is really beautiful, and when we observe these beauties of nature, she feels very light. वो बहुत ही हल्का महसूस करती है, दिल खुशी से भर उठता है. Anybody else? Rishika, please tell what you think. Rishika. बेटा पार्टिसिपेट, अदरवाइज मैंने आप सबको रिमूव कर देना है यहाँ से. Okay, Achal has written the feeling is calming and soothing. It makes you feel ecstatic and happy because of how beautiful and mystical nature is. Yes, of course. Thank you, Achal, for writing it down. Sayam has written we feel happiness everywhere. Right. Anybody else who would like to add? Harsh Kaler, please share your views.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, nature is very beautiful, and my views are also same as others. That we feel very light when we see the nature as its beauty, and God has made it very beautiful. And yes, of course, we feel very light and happy when we see the nature.
Thank you, Harsh. Wonderful views. Madhav has also shared his views. Let me just read what he has written. Being in nature or even viewing scenes of nature reduces anger. Wonderful opinion. It reduces stress and increases pleasant feelings. Sukhman has written, the feeling of nature is so fresh. Wonderful. We wish if it stays forever in front of our eyes. Of course, हम चाहते हैं कि हमेशा ये सामने रहे. Vani has written, I feel delightful, happy. It makes my mind and heart pleasant. Wonderful. Anybody else would like to say something? You can unmute and tell me even. Wonderful opinion. Yes, of course, students, that we feel delighted, we feel happy जब भी हम ऐसे nature की beauties को देखते हैं. And it is said, you know, that W.B. Keats ने अपनी इस poem में लिखा है that a thing of beauty is joy forever. John Keats कहते हैं कि जो beautiful चीजें होती हैं, they are the continuous source of happiness. They create an indelible impression on our mind. ऐसा impression create कर देते हैं कि वो memories कभी खत्म नहीं होती. And they keep on adding to our happiness, to our memories, the joy it continues. आप देखो, आपकी बचपन की फोटोग्राफ्स होंगी आपके पास, है ना? तो जब भी आप उन फोटोज को देखते हो, the photos when you were really very young, little ones, and something or the other your parents do always tell about your childhood memories कि आप जब छोटे थे तो आप ऐसा करते थे, आप जब छोटे थे तो वैसा करते थे, आप ऐसे चलते थे, आप ऐसे हंसते थे. So these things, it creates a space in your mind, and those memories, they are, you know, they always keep on increasing because something or the other is added to that memory, and it never turns into nothingness. वो कभी भी zero नहीं होती है, खत्म नहीं होती है. And thus these beautiful memories, they become the source of joy forever. लेकिन ये तो थी सारी खूबसूरत चीजें जो हमेशा आपको अच्छा महसूस करवाती हैं. बट कैसा फील करते हो जब आप कुछ ऐसा देखते हो? एक क्रो बैठा हुआ, अंधेरे कमरे, अंधेरे स्टेयर्स, the leaves turning yellow and falling down. What kind of emotions actually come into your mind, come to your heart, and what kind of thoughts actually come to your mind? Can you share? Moksh has also written that beautiful things reduces stress and anxiety and boosts us to see the positive side. Yes, wonderful, Moksh. But now I want to listen from you about the picture that I have shared, that how these pictures, what kind of emotions actually arise in your heart, thoughts that come to your mind when you see these pictures. You can unmute, beta. Those who want to say something, chat box पे answers आ रहे हैं. Emotion of sorrow, we feel bad, okay. If you don't want to, beta, speak up openly, you can type it. Okay, Ria says, we sometimes feel scared in dark. Seeing an autumn leaf makes us feel sorrow. Okay, ठीक है. और कुछ? Aanchal, what you want to say? Vansh, Arshpreet, you can share your views. Okay, Moksh has written, failures are a good lesson and is to be learnt by everyone, but we should take it up as success. Okay, a new point of view. Wonderful. Yes, of course. These things make a disheartened person feel bad. Okay, आपका दिल तोड़ देते हैं और आपको बुरा महसूस कराते हैं. ठीक है? Anything else? Now see what the heading is written. I want you to read what is written in these lines. Read it out for me. Okay, one more response is there. Every kind of beauty pleases me, but the dead leaves falling and a dark bypass make emotions of sorrow. I missed it out. Where did it go? Okay, bad, and these things make us feel scared. Okay, these things teach that difficult time passes. This leads to emotions of sorrow. Wonderful thoughts. But now change the way you look at things and the things you should change. Like देखो हमारे इंडियंस में क्रो अगर छत पे बैठा होता है तो इसे बुरा ओमन नहीं मानते. यू नो, क्रिश्चियंस में क्रो को बैड ओमन की तौर पर देखा जाता है. बट हमारे यहाँ क्या कहते हैं? देखो आज कौवा जो है छत पे बैठा है, काव काव कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स आज कोई गेस्ट आने वाले हैं. सो हाउ वी टेक इट इन अ पॉजिटिव वे कि मेहमान के आने के बारे में बता रहा है. कैन यू शेयर व्हाट दिस फॉलिंग लीव्स एक्चुअली इंडिकेट? ये फॉलिंग लीव्स क्या इंडिकेट करते हैं? हाँ जी बेटा हर्ष.
The falling leaves indicates a bad thing as the fall leaves, but in a positive way, we can also conclude that after every autumn, the spring season came.
Wonderful. Yes, clap for Harsh. It's a wonderful opinion of looking at things. We need to change the way we look at things. बुराई में भी अच्छाई छिपी होती है. So the falling of the leaf, it indicates the arrival of the spring season, that now the new leaves will sprout and वापस से चारों ओर हरियाली हो जाएगी. So हमें अपने नजरिए को बदलना पड़ेगा. और ये जो अंधकार होता है, what the darkness lead to? Darkness क्या कहता है? कि हर darkness जो
Every
है,
dark door opens up to a good place or a shiny place.
yes, it will lead you to a place full of light. So अगर अंधेरा है, रात के बाद क्या आती है? दिन आता है ना. रात के बाद दिन आता है. तो अगर अंधेरा है तो कहीं ना कहीं रोशनी की भी किरण है, और ये डार्कनेस आपको उस रोशनी की तरफ ले जाता है. So what we exactly need here is we need to change the way we look at things, and things you look at change. So crow can be considered as a harbinger of some good news. Yellow leaves falling, It can lead to sprouting of new ones. अगर पुराने पत्ते नहीं गिरेंगे तो new कैसे आएंगे? So it indicates new life. Darkness leading to light. अंधेरा है तभी हम उजाले की कदर करते हैं. Autumn leaves हैं तभी प्रकृति की हरियाली को अप्रिशिएट करते हैं. बुराई है, बैड ओमेन होते हैं तभी हम अच्छी चीजों को अप्रिशिएट करते हैं. लेकिन ये चीजें क्या हमेशा बुरी होती हैं? नहीं. We need to change the way we look at things. हमें अपने देखने के नजरिए को बदलना है और इस तरह से वो चीजें भी हमारे लिए धीरे धीरे चेंज होती जाएंगी. उनका जो बैड ओमेन है वो हमारे लिए खत्म हो जाएगा. So how see the perception changes everything. The way we look at things, it changes everything. So here today, the poem that we are going to read, Dust of Snow. It's a wonderful poem. You know, Dust of Snow, it's a small poem. आप देखिए इसमें सिर्फ 2 stanzas हैं, written by the famous American poet Robert Frost. The poem is set on a wintry day. As you can see, जो person है, he is wearing the clothes worn during the winter season. बर्फ है, snowfall हो रही है, टहनियों पर, पेड़ पर बर्फ है, right? So it is actually depicting the scene of a wintry day. And the poet is talking about simple natural happening. He says that how this snow is falling heavily and the snowflakes, they have covered the top of the trees. The poet is just standing under a tree, and this tree is a hemlock tree. So the movement and the alighting of a crow on that tree makes the dust of snow fall over the poet. Here the crow is taken as a symbol of omen, and the hemlock tree, it is associated with the persons who are not, we can say, the hemlock tree which is not taken as an auspicious one, because the hemlock का जो पेड़ है ना वो बहुत poisonous होता है. So लोग इससे दूरी बनाकर रखते हैं. So how these 2 things are taken in the poem. So let me just read these 2 stanzas for you, and then I will go in explaining what the poet has expressed through this poem. So he says, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of day I had rued. So see what the poet is talking about here. Kindly keep yourself on mute. Khushi. So the poet is saying in the first stanza what the poet is talking about. He says, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now first let us understand the crow and the hemlock tree. As I said, that the poet has taken these imagery. Imagery is a poetic device. With the help of those images, when the poet expresses a certain thing. So he has taken the image of a crow and hemlock tree. And then again the crow, hemlock tree are acting as a symbol also here. Crow is the symbol of, we can say, evil, omen, not evil, it's ill omen. जो बुरा जो एक symbol होता है कि ये कुछ बुरा घटने वाला है. And the hemlock tree also, it refers to inauspicious thing. इसे शुभ नहीं माना जाता है. So दोनों ही crow और hemlock tree को symbol के तौर पर लिया गया है, bad omen के तौर पर, right? And the poet says that it was a wintry day, day of a winter, and it was snowing all around. He was standing under the hemlock tree. But then what happened? He saw that a fine dust of snow had covered the tops of the green tree. जो पेड़ था वहां पर वो पूरी तरह से स्नो से कवर्ड था. डस्ट ऑफ स्नो, स्नो पार्टिकल्स जो है उससे पूरा पेड़ ढका हुआ था. And the top of hemlock tree was all covered with the fine dust of snow, and the poet, he was standing under the hemlock tree. But then what happened? A crow from nowhere, it came and it perched on the top of tree. अचानक से कहीं से एक कौवा आकर वहां बैठ गया, उस चोटी पर बैठ गया पेड़ की. And because of that, because of the sudden movement of the crow, made the dust of snow fall down. So जब अचानक से ये जो crow है, वो उस branch पर आकर बैठा, जो snow था, उस dust of snow particles जो थे उस branch पर, वो नीचे गिर गए. The flakes of snow fell on the poet who was standing under the hemlock tree. So he says, shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So ये जो crow है, वो आकर अचानक वहां बैठ जाता है और वो उस poet के ऊपर वो जो snow के जो dust particles हैं, वो snow की crow की movement की वजह से poet के ऊपर गिर जाते हैं. Now, ये जो पोएट थे वो क्या एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, देखिए इन द सेकंड स्टैंजा, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Rued means regret करना. Why he was regretting? Because the poet, he felt that his whole day had been wasted. उस दिन पोएट को ऐसा महसूस हो रहा था जैसे उनका ये जो दिन था वो पूरी तरह से डल एंड डिसअपॉइंटिंग डे था पोएट के लिए. एंड द डे हैज नॉट गॉन वेल फॉर हिम. उनके लिए वो जो दिन था वो कुछ खास अच्छा नहीं गुजरा था. लेकिन उस क्रो के अराइवल से क्या हुआ? द अराइवल ऑफ द क्रो एंड इट्स सिटिंग ऑन द हेमलॉक ट्री, इट इज नाउ जस्ट एन ऑर्डिनरी हैपनिंग. अब इसमें कोई ग्रेट हैपनिंग तो नहीं है जिसके बारे में पोएट एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं, है ना. लेकिन ऑन द अदर साइड क्रो का वहां पर होना, क्योंकि लोग जो है क्रो को एज अ बैड ओमन मानते हैं. ऊपर से वो कहाँ खड़े थे? हेमलॉक ट्री के नीचे, विच वाज ऑल एसोसिएटेड विद पॉइजन. वो एक पॉइजनस ट्री है, जहरीला पौधा है, पेड़ है. बट ये जो सिंपल थिंग्स है, वो कहते हैं देखो कैसे ये जो सिंपल थिंग्स ऑफ नेचर है, it leaves a deep impact on the mind and the mood of the nature. He says there was a change of mood. कैसे change of mood? इस ऑर्डिनरी सी घटना में, कौन सी ऑर्डिनरी घटना है? इस क्रो का उस पेड़ की टहनी पर आकर बैठना और स्नो जो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स थे, जो स्नो डस्ट थी, वो पोएट के ऊपर गिरना. So this ordinary incident, it leaves a deep impact on the poet. So far it has been thus a very dull and disappointing day for the poet. But the falling of flakes and dust of snow, what change it has brought? The poet says that it had changed my mood for better. उसका जो मूड था वो थोड़ा सा अपलिफ्ट हो गया, वो बेहतर फील करने लगे. And thus, ये जो dust of snow थी, he took it as a welcome sign of happening something good in his life, because when the snow dust fell upon him, his mood changed for better and his spirits were uplifted. उसका मन खुश हो गया, उसे अच्छा महसूस होने लगा. And what he realizes that the whole day has not gone waste. अब तक जो वो ये सोच रहे थे that of a day I had rued, कि मेरा पूरा दिन बर्बाद हो गया, मैं इस पर रिग्रेट कर रहा था, he realized suddenly excuse me, that it was not so. पूरा दिन वेस्ट नहीं हुआ था. Those moments when he was actually enjoying the falling of snow dust on himself, he felt those moments to be happy ones. He was happy in that moment. And this had lifted his mood, gladdened his heart. उसके दिल को खुश कर दिया था उस snow dust ने उसके ऊपर गिरकर. And he says that he realizes that at least some part of the day has not been wasted. It has been spent in happy moment. कि कुछ जो हिस्सा है दिन का at least अच्छा गुजरा. And thus we see the satisfaction replaces the regret that the poet had in his heart. पोएट के दिल में जो उदासी थी वो किस चीज से रिप्लेस हो गई? खुशी के साथ. और इस तरह से पोएट को ये महसूस होता है कि कैसे ये जो फॉलिंग ऑफ स्नो था, इस छोटे से इंसिडेंट ने उनके दिन में कितना बड़ा बदलाव ला दिया। वो जो उदास बैठे थे, वो जो ये समझ रहे थे कि आज का पूरा दिन बर्बाद हो गया, a change came into his mood. His mood brightens up, and he has given, because earlier he has given all his hopes that the day was dull and cheerless. Now nothing is going to change in his life. The day was just a waste, but that was not so. At least he feels that a part of the day has been saved and redeemed. Redeemed होना मतलब कि कुछ जो दिन था उसमें से उन्होंने बर्बाद होने से बचा लिया। सारा दिन उदासी और डलनेस में नहीं गुजरा, उनके दिन में कुछ अच्छी बातें आ गई, क्योंकि वो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अब अच्छा महसूस कर रहे थे, अब उन्हें उदास महसूस नहीं हो रहा था। And thus he says, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had lived. तो देखिए किस तरह से रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट ने इस छोटे सी एक पोएम पे नेचर को किस तरह एक ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म में यूज किया है। ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म यहाँ पर रेफर्स टू सिंबॉलिक वे। यहाँ पर नेचर के सिंबल्स में क्या लिया है पोएट ने? क्रो को लिया है और हेमलॉक को, ट्री को लिया है। एंड he has considered both as bad omens. Hemlock tree is poisonous and crow is considered to be a bad omen. But after all these bad things, from these trivial things, he found a ray of hope. He found happiness amongst these things. He was no longer feeling bad. The falling of the snow, the image of the falling of snow he has created, and it has actually given a message कि कैसे लाइफ में छोटी छोटी चीजें भी insignificant नहीं होती हैं। One positive moment, it can save the entire day. हमारी लाइफ में अगर कोई छोटी सी भी खुशी हमें मिलती है या छोटा सा भी पॉजिटिव मोमेंट अगर हमारे दिन में हमें मिल जाता है, तो इसे ऐसे लो कि आपका पूरा दिन बर्बाद नहीं हुआ है। So this poetry talks about the importance of the little things in our life, the trivial things in our life and their existence, कि कैसे ये जो चीजें हैं जो एग्जिस्ट करती हैं वो भी हमारे जीवन में उनका एक अपना सिग्निफिकेंस है। एंड वो एक नजरिया बदलने की बात कहते हैं कि although the crow was considered to be a bad omen, but still the crow brought a change of mood in poet's life. He felt happy then when the snow particle fell on him. और ये snow dust किस वजह से गिरी? उस crow के उस branch पर आकर बैठने की वजह से। So this is about the poem Dust of Snow. See, this small poem, wonderful thought is conveyed through this small poem. So what is the theme exactly of this poem? Communication between nature and humans, and nature's healing and helping power with negative human emotions. That how there is always a communication between nature and humans. We can actually talk to nature. So we should actually change the way we look at the nature, because nature has that healing power. It can bring a great change in the negative emotions that we have. And he talks about the significance of the trivial things. जो छोटी छोटी चीजें हमारी जिंदगी में होती हैं वो उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस के बारे में बात करते हैं। So poem tells us that even trivial things in life can make big changes. Everything around us has its own feel and importance. So if we have the capacity to find positivity out of anything negative, that makes life different. So हमें कैसा नजरिया रखना चाहिए? हमें नेगेटिव चीजों में भी पॉजिटिविटी ढूंढनी चाहिए, क्योंकि हर बुराई में भी कुछ ना कुछ अच्छाई छिपी होती है। So develop that ability to find that positivity out of that negative thing, because it is going to create a great difference in your life. जब नजरिया बदलता है तो बहुत कुछ बदल जाता है, और इस वजह से हमें नेगेटिव चीजों को देखने के बजाय उन नेगेटिव चीजों में अच्छी चीजें ढूंढनी चाहिए, एंड दिस इज व्हाट इज द थीम ऑफ द पोएट, जो पोएट हमें समझाना चाहते हैं. सो व्हाट इज द मैसेज कन्वेड? दैट इन लाइफ वी कैन वेरी इजीली फाइंड पॉजिटिविटी आउट ऑफ नेगेटिव थिंग्स. आसपास अपने सराउंडिंग्स में अगर हमारा नजरिया पॉजिटिव है तो हमें हर जगह पॉजिटिविटी दिखाई देगी. सो इट इज व्हाट इट रिक्वायर्स इज a true frame of mind, positive frame of mind. So a true frame of mind with a positive feel can very easily come out of any negativity of life to live it to the fullest with vigor and valor. With enthusiasm, with courage, we can face any obstacle, any situation in our life. So what exactly the poet is asking us to do? To build up positivity in our life. Change the way we perceive things. हमें अपने नजरिए को बदलने की जरूरत है. And this is all that is going to bring a great change in life. So let's now quickly talk about the poetic devices used in the poem. The first one is alliteration. Alliteration क्या होता है? Repetition of the consonant sound has given my heart. Here see the her sound, the H sound is repeated. So here it is alliteration. And save some part. Sir sound is repeated here. The S sound is repeated. Then the rhyme scheme, the pattern of rhyming that the poet has used. I hope you all are aware of rhyme schemes. जैसे देखिए, the way a crow, तो हम उसे नेम करेंगे A shook down on me. Now crow के साथ me rhyme नहीं करता है, so we will give the line B. The dust of snow. Snow is rhyming with crow, so again we will name it A. From a hemlock tree. Tree is rhyming with me, so it is B. So rhyme scheme क्या मिली? A B A B और C D C D. A B C D C D. Right? Then the poet has used symbol. Symbol of crow, symbol of hemlock tree, as these are the symbols of bad omen. And he has created the images of crow and snow to explain the symbols used in the poem. Then we have assonance. Assonance बिल्कुल alliteration की तरह होता है. जैसे alliteration में consonant sound repeat होता है, assonance में एक vowel sound repeat होता है. So जैसे in stanza 1, shook down on me, the O sound is prominent. So this is assonance here. So this is a new poetic device for you here. Assonance, where a vowel sound is repeated throughout the line. So here it is shook down on me. Then we have the enjambment. Enjambment क्या होता है? We have read it in previous class as well. When the same sentence continues to the next line without the use of any punctuation mark, it is called enjambment. When the thought continues and the sentence continues. So it has been used throughout the poem. आप देखिए किस तरह से stanza 1 is linked with stanza 2, right? Stanza 1 में देखिए कोई भी full stop या comma नहीं है. इसी तरह से stanza 1, 2 में भी कोई भी comma नहीं है. So that is enjambment used in the poem. So stanza 1 में देखिए जब आप देखते हो the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So the thought, the sentence is in continuous form. There is no break with punctuation marks or full stop or comma. So these are some of the poetic devices. I hope the poem is clear to you all. Thank you for listening to this poem.